you have some fantastic views on the stock market, that goes without a doubt. There are a lot of SMEs here that are trying to either work part-time and fund their company, or they are, if they have a lovely family, which I'm pretty sure everyone does, they get money from either the dad or the mom to run the company for registration. That's normally the first thing the parents give if they really believe in the vision. Now, for the ones who don't, where the parents are finding it to be a bit risky, when the SMEs or the young kids want to build a revenue stream for their personal gain to keep their expenses in control, how can they work with the stock market?
So this is the easier way to come into the stock market because it's a passive investment, right? You have your passion of like working somewhere or doing a small business. At the same time, you can build a portfolio. Like what normally you should do is lots of people come into the stock market thinking for a short term. You know, you put 100,000 rupees and you expect within a year to double it or something like that. And sometimes if it doesn't work, they feel like, you know, they've wasted their time or they are losing. That's not the way I think the new investor should enter the market. They should take a very long-term view, start building a capital first, and you allocate a certain amount on a monthly basis. It can be from your salary or your business or whatever that additional cash that you have from your saving. On a monthly basis, you keep on building a certain amount, right? Don't expect from your first investment itself to make money, right? If that happens, let's say for example, you put 100,000 today, right? And within say 3 months or in 1 year, the market goes 100%, which has happened now the last 1 year. The market has gone up, right? Almost 100%. Okay, you're making your only that 100,000 rupees as your money that you have made, right? You're a small timer. But if you take a longer term view, you would have built up a capital, say for 5 years, right? And you put say 100,000 rupees if you can a month, that's 1.2 million. In 5 years, you have 5-6 million you would have gained. You aim at that 5th year to make a bigger amount, right? So that time 100% goes up, you are making 5-6 million rupees. Rather than trying to look at the first investment and looking at 100,000 rupees profit, or you get disappointed or you leave the market, always think of a long term to keep investing. So in my case also, that's what happened. Like, you know, I have been building. I was abroad till 2012 and came back. The market was not doing great from 12 till almost till 20, 7-8 years, market was not going anywhere much, like, you know, ups and down. And I was also not worried about the market going up or anything because I was building a portfolio. If the market had gone up while I was building a portfolio, I would have not bought enough of shares, right? So that gave me a good leeway to continue building. And when the COVID hit and when the markets opened, I had built up a reasonably a good portfolio, like a amount of investment. And overnight, you know, when things opened up, market started just shooting up. So that multiplied many times. I would say 10, 15, 20 times it would have gone through the last 4-5 years now. So that's the kind of return you can get if you had a good amount. But if I had not invested enough in those bad periods, and if I always waited, let the market move up, and like how a lot of people want to come and when you hear about the market going up, that's why everyone wants to get in, right? But not when the markets are down, they move away from this and say, no, this is not for me, and go out. So they don't, continuously they don't invest and build a portfolio. It's like in any business. Like, for example, you are going to work. You know, for your first month itself, you are not going to expect a huge salary increment, right? So you have to work for 5 years, you know, 10 years. Over a period of time, only you are going to expect promotions and salary increments. Likewise, treat the stock market also in that basis, and then you will have a much better return on that.
That's very true, Mr. Imtiaz. A lot of people, especially a lot of people that I know, they try to opt out for the short-term, bigger revenue stash kind of a movement where it does not really work. Patience is required to do what you do as well, and for any founder to run their company.